Here we are, the new season of Freak Eating. Episode 3 is going to take us to Las Vegas. Heading out to check out Mercadito at the Red Rock Cafe. Turns out they have a 32 taco challenge. If you can eat 32 tacos in 1 hour, you get your meal for free and you get a $200 gift certificate. Since I recently celebrated my 32nd birthday, it only seems fitting that I'd eat 32 tacos to celebrate. So we're on the road to Vegas. Pretty soon we're going to answer that age-old question. How many tacos can one man eat? So with no further fanfare, no BS, and no stalling, let's get down to business. And I'll catch you guys later. Sure, that'd be great.
So when I got to Mercadito, I found out they changed the challenge. You know, that sometimes happens. It was no longer 32 tacos in an hour. You now had to eat 40 tacos in 40 minutes to win the prize. And the prize is a pretty nice one, honestly. It's a free meal and a $200 gift card to the restaurant. I had no idea how Mercadito was going to look when I got there, but it was actually a very nice place. And I was kind of grateful that I had a GoPro camera because the staff was a little leery of me setting up a big tripod and disturbing the other diners there. I didn't get too many mean looks, but the hardest part of this challenge, honestly, is the kitchen keeping up with me. And I'm sure anyone else who takes the challenge is going to have the same problem, because anyone who's used to doing food challenges tries to go as quickly as they can. And as you can see in this video footage, most of my time was just spent at the table waiting for my next round of tacos to come. I guess it's probably the funniest part of this video. It's just the amount of dead time where I'm literally just sitting there just like staring off into space, looking around, and nervously worrying that they're not going to bring out my food in time. Because if you think about it, that's a pretty good way for the kitchen to hedge their bets against you, is just not to bring you out food. Of course, I'm joking, you know, they're all good sports about it. But during busy times, and the time I went in on a Saturday night was actually pretty busy. I had legitimate reason to be concerned, but thankfully my server was absolutely awesome, and she made sure that tacos were coming out to me at a fairly regular basis. She could see pretty early on that I was a pretty decent eater, pretty solid in terms of my rate of speed. She was concerned, you know, about bringing out 24 tacos and I wouldn't be able to eat them, because she had told me about previous diners who had asked for lots of tacos to come out at once. They couldn't finish them and they ended up having to pay a lot. I believe a plate of 4 tacos runs like $7 or $8 at this place, so you know, you can imagine that if you failed this thing, it's a pretty steep 60 to 70 bucks. For the challenge, you can get any tacos that you want. They don't necessarily have to be one flavor or another. I started with shrimp, which actually comes with a little piece of avocado. They were pretty damn delicious and pretty fast moving, but I decided to switch up to mushroom, which came in a really heavy, fatty sauce. Those mushroom tacos were delicious, and the benefit of that fatty sauce is they were very easy to swallow. You really didn't need water for them for the most part. But the drawback to that fatty sauce was it was very filling, and towards the end it became very difficult to keep going. But from doing taco eating contests in the past, I knew that 40 tacos in 40 minutes would not really be a problem. And if you're familiar with a lot of eating contests, you'll recognize this challenge as what they call a Japanese style eating contest. At a Japanese eating challenge, you know, you typically get one plate of food and then you finish it and they bring you out another one, and you eat that and they bring you out another one. Japanese events are long events, typically 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. American viewers of competitive eating are much more familiar with shorter American style contests, such as Nathan's hot dog eating contest, which only lasts for 10 minutes. Every contestant has a ton of food in front of them, and their goal is just to eat it as quickly as possible. There's not many Japanese-style events held in the United States, and I don't know if the staff at Mercadito realizes it or not, but this really is a Japanese-style event. I tend to do very well in these longer events compared to the short 10-minute events. Probably my most epic string of contest victories happened at this 2-hour chicken nugget eating contest that Chick-fil-A used to hold in Orange County. I actually won that contest 4 times in a row, with 2-hour nugget totals of 201, 205, 206, and finally 212. They stopped running the contest, so I couldn't really try to see how high my numbers could get, but even at 212, I wasn't totally stuffed to the gills. And ditto for this taco challenge. Even as I approached 40 tacos, I wasn't really done. The server joked at the end if I wanted more, and I technically had a $200 gift card, which I could have used, but I honestly told her, I am satisfied with my level of tacos right now, and I actually asked for a grapefruit juice to actually, change up the taste of my mouth and, put this meal behind me. I didn't tell her much, but I still had 2 eating challenges left on my journey to Las Vegas, and I didn't want to spoil my appetite for those the next day. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button and stay tuned to Freak Eating because we got 2 more eating challenges in this Memorial Day 5-challenge trip. And if you're curious, I have the 2 previous challenges on this 4-day trip linked down below. And as you can see in this video footage, most of my time was just spent at the table waiting for my next round of tacos to come. I guess that's probably the funniest part of this video, is just the amount of dead time where I'm literally just sitting there just like staring off into space, looking around, and nervously worrying that they're not going to bring out my food in time.
I've had enough talk.
Have you reached your limit? Are you good on that?
The satisfaction limit a long time ago.
Probably.
It's just like you're saying though, they're pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It has like kind of a heavy sauce.
A heavy sauce. But you know what? The shrimp is heavier than the mushrooms. So
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
And then, bulk-wise, I've never seen anyone do it.
40 is quite a bit, to be honest.
It's insane. I really don't know how you do that. You actually feel out Yeah. But you're good.
Thank you.
Take a rest. I told them, you can go get it ready. It's called
Oh. But I'll sit here for a couple minutes. No problem.
Cool.
And if you dig this challenge, be sure to click thumbs up and subscribe to Freak Eating and stay tuned for more crazy restaurant shenanigans. Until we eat again, stay in school, don't do drugs, and eat like a freak.